Hi there, Sagittarius. This is part 2 of your June 2021 love reading. I am so sorry with what happened yesterday because part 1 uploaded no problem at all. I obviously had issues because it sort of cut me off, so I had to do a part 2. But then part 2 wouldn't upload to YouTube. It got stuck in the system. It was stuck there yesterday afternoon into the evening. Tried again today. It just wasn't having any of it. And that was also for Aries and Leo for their full readings. So I've had to cancel the uploads, which is really frustrating because obviously the messages had come through. Now luckily you did have part 1 of your message, and I was trying to sort of get myself back up to speed with that reading because we got up to the connecting energy between you and your person, which was the Six of Cups reversed, Justice reversed, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles reversed, and Eight of Pentacles. And what I'd found interesting with those cards coming out for you yesterday was the Eight of Pentacles is the one before Nine of Pentacles, of course, and in your person's energy we had Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So it felt as if they were possibly still in the Eight of Pentacles phase of putting the work and effort into the connection, hence why they were in Nine of Pentacles reverse, because it's almost still working on this or working on whatever they're working on, in order to then reap the rewards of the personal achievement and success that the Nine of Pentacles brings when it's in the upright position. And I know that you had Page of Pentacles, which was that expansive energy, and also fresh perspective when it comes to love, but the High Priestess as well, very intuitive, and trusting on your intuition. But King of Cups and Three of Cups were in reverse, so there was a need to maybe lead with your heart a bit more. But certainly in the connecting energy, it made me feel that it was about sort of, you know, in order to move to calmer shores in terms of the connection and to embrace the King of Pentacles energy by flipping that one into the upright where the loyalty and abundance and stability is there, that the work and effort does need to be put in either from one or both of you, but also in order to bring about that justice, so in the connection. So what we'll do, we'll need to just pick it up as a fresh sort of part 2 for that reading, just to see what messages come through for you. So let's see, for Sagittarius, please, Spirit, from the pure white light, what do we have for the second half of their June 2021 reading, please? What do we have for their June 2021 reading? And other cards that had come out in your original part 2 from yesterday gave the impression of needing to move away from self-sabotage. So again, take it how it resonates. It could be you, could be your person. So we've got Three of Wands in reverse here. Let's have a look what else we have. Just take another few cards just to get up to the speed. Or should I say up to the minute view of what's going on. Honestly, this Mercury Retrograde, I don't know if you guys have been experiencing any issues, but technology for me this time has been the most challenging. It really has. And trying to get the messages out to the collective, you know, of love and light, it has been a bit trying. So on the bottom we've got the Magician here. It's a very powerful energy and a reminder that we've all got that power within us to manifest our own reality. We are the co-creators of our reality with the universe, with source, with spirit. Now the colours here all kind of blend nicely together, don't they? Very much so. Three of Wands in reverse. There may be a feeling in terms of this connection that there is lack of progress, there's lack of movement in the right direction. There's a need for grounding. And in this card she is actually in a protective bubble almost, but she's got that light shining out from her core. She's very centered, very grounded in her energy. And then we've got the Emperor, which is of course divine masculine energy, and also go-getter, very strategic, very confident. In the reverse it can imply potentially some ego, but it can also mean that there's a need to be more courageous, to take action towards passion and to actually embody more of the divine masculine qualities. And that could resonate whether you are male or female, because we all have the divine feminine and divine masculine qualities within us. So take it how it resonates. Of course, this could be you, your person, or both of you. But there is a sense of lack of progress in terms of the connection, and perhaps a need to be more courageous in terms of action towards passion. but the need to be grounded is in the center here. So it's very important to have those energetic boundaries as well. But knowing that because the Magician is there, there is that sense of, you know, the tools are within us to actually create our reality, and to just believe, you know, we have the strength within us. Let's see what we have for challenges, please. What are the challenges for Sagittarius and their person when it comes to love? So this can resonate for singles and also those of you in connections. Always use your discernment when it comes to these readings, as I mentioned in part 1. And of course, in this 3D reality in which we exist, there is always free will. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so that's a challenge. That could mean that there's maybe a bit too much guarding of oneself going on. We've got, interestingly, you know, the grounded energy here, but then this guarded energy is almost like really trying to kind of protect the pentacles, to protect the stability, and that could be from past fears. Of course, we've got the moon as well, which is a major arcana. So there's a need to trust in the intuition, certainly. So relating back to yesterday with part 1, with the High Priestess in your energy, that's very powerful intuitive skills. So, you know, going to the depths of your soul and really understanding. But also what I'm drawn to is the fact it's card number 18. 1 and 8 is 9. So there may be still some need to release fears around love. That could be from you or your person. And certainly because of the feeling of being guarded. If there's any fears around love because of past situations, there's possibly a need to release that. And balance the divine masculine and divine feminine qualities within you. Okay. See, do we have anything else, please, for Sagittarius? Oh, yeah, that one popped out, the World. Okay, interestingly, that came out in my Sunday spiritual session message today, and it came out with the Fool, which I found was very interesting because the Fool and the World are at either end of the tarot story. So very interesting. So this can imply happy ending. It's very powerful. It's another major arcana. 2 and 1 is 3. So again, the power of the manifestation with the Magician energy. But certainly there is a sense of joy here, and a cycle. So it's almost like, you know, a happy ending in that sense, but also ending of previous cycles in order to bring about the new. But there does seem to be some trust needed around that, and also releasing fears from past loves, letting the guards down a little bit, but keeping grounded, of course. Okay, what do we have as the spiritual advice, please, for Sagittarius in this love reading? Thank you so much. This is to help uplift and inspire Sagittarius on their journey. Really appreciate you bearing with me with all these technology issues. As I say, it's been very challenging, but I wanted to get the message out to you, so I hope you can appreciate that. Okay, Page of Pentacles, yeah, so obviously that was in yesterday's, so bearing in mind that wouldn't have come out twice because, you know, this is a fresh deck in terms of the spread here. But yeah, it's a reminder of that expansive energy, because I see the Jupiter symbol here, and of course the cycle that I always see here, which is pentacle shape. But it does make me think of that whole, you know, I've been through the past, I recognise that cycle's ended, but I'm going to use what I've learned in that cycle to give me that expansive power to then be able to offer a new stable beginning. You know, so the World kind of there like that as I see it, and very much, yeah, the Jupiterian symbol here. Also fresh perspective, you know, because yesterday when it came out, it can imply that as well, a fresh perspective in terms of a new stable beginning. But certainly relates to now how I'm feeling it with these other cards, putting the past, you know, where it belongs in the past, but learning and growing from that. And it makes us resilient, and it makes us evolve in terms of our own spiritual selves and on our spiritual journey, and allows us to have that expansion and that growth within, but then to be able to offer a new beginning, or even to receive a new beginning, because it's important to be open to receive as well. Let's see what else we have for spiritual advice, because as it's spiritual advice, it would imply there's a need to allow expansion within, to allow transformation from previous cycles. Yeah, and to actually, here we go, Hermit, and the Nine of Swords, to allow that expansion that's come from actually being introspective, going within, to move away from Nine of Swords, to move away from any anxiety of the past. And of course, she's wearing red, which I'm drawn to, which is very much that kind of root chakra base. So again, going back to the Seven of Wands with that grounding energy and that need, moving away from that, actually moving away from past situations that have caused this, to allow in this expansion of the Page of Pentacles and that positive energy because of starting a new cycle with the world. Amazing. We've got the Eight of Wands here. So that can be travel, that can be communication, it can be fast moving as well. It could imply messages. Of course, at the moment with Mercury Retrograde going on, you know, that does kind of have an impact on communication in various ways. It might be that your person is at a distance to you, of course, that could also resonate. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But we have underneath here an offering of love, a new beginning in love. But there's also a need with this card, it can imply self-love. So making sure, putting those experiences from the past down as a valuable learning experience, because you're stronger and you recognize from that what you want and what you don't want when it comes to love. And that can be you or your person or both of you. But being open to receive love is important, but also recognizing that you're worthy of love, because then that allows you to receive that back. And it's more in alignment when you know what you're worthy of and you want this true divine love. Show that to yourself. That will be reflected back to you in an aligned partner. Okay. And the wheels underneath that as well. Let's have a look at the Angel Answers Oracle for Sagittarius with this June 2021 love reading, part 2. Okay. It's up to you. So there might be a choice. There might be a choice here. And what I also see is with these angel wings, you know, she's very much protected here. I know she's pointing out to say it's up to you, but making a choice, to me, this feels like any choice you make, it's protected. No choice is a bad choice, because whatever choices we make, it sets us on a certain trajectory on our journey. And anything that is divinely meant for us will always be for us. But divine timing, of course, plays a part. Now, the choice factor relates back to the free will that I mentioned, that free will is always at play, because in this 3D reality, we can make choices, we can decide. Okay, but just to remember that anything that is divinely meant for us will always be for us. And it's down to sort of energetic vibrations and alignment. I did actually do a podcast with a friend and who is a holistic healer and practitioner. We did a podcast session, just a short discussion on free will and divine timing. So you might want to check that out as well on my channel. But certainly it's up to you. It's up to you. And on the bottom, romance. So very much Two of Cups energy I feel from this. So that's positive. You know, it is a romantic connection, but it's up to you. It could be that it's up to you in relation to this connection in whatever way, if a choice needs to be made. Let's go with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Oh, we have, oh, yeah, we have delight. Okay, there's great delight in this situation, or it can be great delight in this situation. What else do we have, please, for Sagittarius for this love reading for June 2021? And obviously, you know, whenever you see this video, it's meant for you. New beginnings on the horizon. But of course, it's up to you. It's up to you. You are the co-creator of your reality with the universe, with Source. I knew that one wanted to come out. Inner peace. Yeah. So actually going within, and that reminds me of the moon card, which is here, isn't it? Yeah. So actually going to the depths of your soul to find that inner peace by recognizing what it is you want and what it is you don't want, but moving away from those fears. Voyage is actually in the reverse. So, and I, you know, it depends on what oracle card it is as to how I take it. Tarot, I will read reversals as well, because I feel that's how Spirit intends the card to come out for the readings. But this reminds me of that Six of Swords, which came out in part 1, because voyage is all, you know, that journey. And here, you know, this is very much, there's protection here. We've got the moon. So the new moon on the 10th may be significant, certainly in terms of manifestations and intention settings, because we've got the Magician here. And flexibility, so there may be a need to be flexible in terms of this connection in whatever way. And freedom, that was in reverse as well. Okay, so there may be just some choice might enable that, if that resonates. Okay, Chakra Wisdom deck. Let's get final card for Sagittarius, please. Final card for Sagittarius. Thank you so much. Oh. Impartiality. Right, okay. So taking an impartial view. That's interesting because that also makes me think of choices. So it's up to you. There may be a choice here, but also having an impartial view. So actually looking at it from both sides. And I also see here balance. So there's possibly a need to weigh up choices, but to also take an impartial view as well, which sometimes can be challenging to do when we're invested in something. But to take an impartial view and trust your intuition, because that's grey, that represents the crown chakra as well. Do we have anything else for Sagittarius, please? And it's interesting, I've just thought actually, Sagittarius, that freedom was on the bottom, wasn't it? Albeit in reverse, but freedom was the actual overall theme for yesterday's reading, wasn't it, from the Power of Love activation deck. So it does tie in with that. There's a need to actually be yourself, express yourself, and be true to yourself. Okay, let's go with that one. Passion, yeah, because of being passionate about something, and this is sacral chakra, so actually using that creative spark within to do what you want to do. The image doesn't necessarily relate to that. You just need to take it how it resonates for you. But passion, and yeah, further confirmation on the bottom of the deck here, mysticism. So trusting in the unknown. Okay, trusting in the unknown. Yeah, that's a powerful one. That's a shamanic card with that creation. So yeah, trusting in the unknown, and that's third eye. That's third eye. Okay. Right, so I'm sorry, Sagittarius. I hope that finds you well. As I say, many apologies for what happened, but it was, you know, matters outside of my control, technology issues. It's such a shame because obviously I had done the part 2 relating to the part 1 from yesterday, but there are things that link to that with the freedom, and there's definitely a sense of needing to be grounded and to maybe release some guards and fears around love from the past, and that could be you or your person or both of you. Take it how it resonates. Always use your discernment. This is collective, a collective reading based on collective energy. It's for entertainment purposes. It's not going to resonate for everybody, of course, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you'd like to book a personal reading unique to your journey, then check out the description box below and you will find details. Until the next time, I send you love, light and blessings. I really appreciate your support. If you can like, share and subscribe, and if you found this video before part 1, I would just encourage you to check out part 1 as well, because that's, you know, the overall kind of tone of the message was set with that. And I do apologize once again. So sending you love, light and blessings. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Take care.